Here we are with the homie James. How you doing, James? Say hi
I'm
to the
doing
people.
good. I'm excited to be here. You got no idea.
All right, so James was playing the wildest thing I've ever seen in my life, and this is, of course, in the Digimon TCG. Tell us about the concept of the deck.
Alright, so the concept of the deck is to be Megazoo. So I've played Megazoo for a really long time. I like just windmilling big guys out my hand to the board, and I like playing all the option cards that windmill the big guys from underneath your guy to the board.
Okay.
So I tried really hard to find all the Digimon with the best on-play effects in the game that are like big shit.
Okay. Cool.
So that you could play them really hard for their big play cost, get an impactful effect. You can evolve onto them to get an impactful effect, and then play them again for really cheap.
Okay, so again, I'm pretty new to the game. Do you have any reservations about doing something like that and giving all that memory to your opponent?
Oh, in the modern game I do. In the modern game it feels pretty bad. A longer time ago it used to not feel so bad, because they would kind of have so much memory, they would overextend really hard. Like, you would make a level 6, they could make a level 6, and then I go to level 7 and kill your level 6.
Okay.
Like, you used to be able to punish them for overextending a lot harder. Sometimes you still can do stuff like that, which can get you wins. Sometimes you'll put them to 10 and they'll rush your whole fucking stack to 0. It is easily not like the most competitive strategy in the game, but it is hella wild to be like, I got a level 7, and for 7 I'm going to play a level 6 and a level 7 from under my level 7 and kill 2 of your guys, and I'm 3 guys wide.
All right, so let's get into it. Let's start off with the egg.
I play 1 egg in the deck. I was not kidding. This is Megazoo, and I don't have anything that can evolve on it. I literally only play it so that I have a blue color on the board and can resolve a blue option card.
Okay. That's definitely different than most decks.
Next up, the only level 3 in the deck is Lucamon, because he's got a really good on-play effect that lets you recover 1.
Okay, so this is a level 3.
Yeah.
13 cost.
Yeah.
All right.
There are many games I've dropped this for 13 and gone recover 1 pass. Yeah, you're good. He's laughing his balls up right now.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm that only level 3 in the deck. The next level 5 is 3 Chaos Mode. So Lucamon can't evolve into any other Digimon unless its name has Lucamon in it. And this guy can only evolve on Lucamon named guys for a cost of 7.
So what does this do when you play it?
He has on play, or when digivolving, you delete a level 6 or lower or a tamer.
Oh, that's pretty strong.
Yeah, so you could, also, he reduces his play cost by 3 for every 10 cards in your own trash. So if it's super late game, you could just drop this guy for like 5.
Oh, okay.
This guy also can reduce his own play cost to 5 if you have 10 or more cards in your trash.
Okay.
So late game, these guys are actually pretty cheap, even though they're 13 and 14. The next level 5 we play in the deck is Wisemon. This guy is really good because he has an on-play and when digivolving effect. He lets you look at the top 3 cards of your deck. You grab a purple or black card to your hand, and you put the rest on the top or the bottom of the deck in any order.
Oh, so it gives you good deck manipulation and card selection.
Exactly. And he also has inherited blocker. So the guy on top of him is always a blocker.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So when you're playing big dudes and you evolve over them, now you got big ass blockers. Okay.
Now you got big ass blockers. Exactly. The last level 5 we play in the deck is this Yellow Magna Angemon, because on play he can recover 1. This card has actually been bonkers since the first set it came out in.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. This came out in the first ever set of the game. People kind of thought it was bad at first in like the first set, and then it's always been like $20 or more. Another card from set 1 is Sleeper. We play it because it recovers. When you play a lot of big shit, you have to be able to recover. Like, you've noticed we play recovery, and this is recovery, because if you put them to 11 or 10, they're going to swarm your security so fast you need to be able to heal. So this guy on play, if you have 3 or fewer security, you recover 2.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so he can just put you from 3 back to 5. Something
that's
like
kind
that.
of wild.
Yeah, that's you see what I mean now, right?
Yeah.
Another piece of recovery, we have Shadow Seraphimon. So this guy has opponent's turn, de-digivolve one of their guys.
When I tell you, there's not many cards in this game that I only been playing this game for like a week. There's not that many cards I looked at on the table and said, this is the worst thing I ever seen in my life, as much as this card right here.
I read this card before it came out, and I was like, yeah, this is bonkers. This is going into all my decks.
Not only does it have de-digivolve 1 whenever a card is removed from your security stack on your opponent's turn.
Not once per turn.
Yeah, not once per turn. Also, when it's removed, it recovers and burns something. Was it 3K per security?
4K for every security
per
card.
security card that you have. So you could kill just about anything in the game once this card gets removed. Doesn't make sense.
What if we give him blocker, though?
Yeah, that's
We give
another
him
one.
exactly. That's what I'm saying. We give him blocker, so even if they swing in with like a 19K guy, we could block and heal and kill him back.
Yeah, that sounds pretty stupid.
Such a good card. Another card that has inspired me to play this play style is Bagramon. This guy is bonkers in my opinion. He might be 14 to play and 5 to evolve into, but on play or when digivolving, if the opponent has one or fewer guys in play, you look at their hand and discard a card.
Ooh.
Yeah. And if they have 2 or more guys in play, you tuck one of their guys under another guy. So I could put your level 6 under your level 3.
So does it have to be another Digimon?
Yeah.
Okay, cause I know like the Hunter's deck.
Oh yeah, no,
it's not okay. It's not
like
quite that.
Not
stupid.
quite like that. No.
Okay, it's still very strong though.
Yeah, it's still
Because there's no protection from that kind of ability.
no tucking a guy under another guy that I don't think there's any protection for off the top of my head.
Yeah, I know. Like one of my guys can't be affected by opponent's Digimon skill, but it has to be like something that hard. But
Yeah.
no, that non-deletion.
Yeah,
so,
it gets around a lot of things in the game just tucking them.
And then of course, if he has blocker, that is a 13K blocker.
Yeah, we can get blocker on this guy. Beautiful. Another spicy card I like to play is Don Devimon. I've always liked playing this in security control decks a long time ago because on the opponent's turn, once per turn, if a card's removed from your stack, you trash their top security card. So with all the healing we're doing, if they're trying to hit us over 5 or 6 turns, they're going to get rid of their whole stack.
Okay, well, yeah.
And he also has on deletion, the opponent has to discard 2 cards in their hand. So it's like another form of hand control.
It just keeps getting more and more crazy the more
It's actually a good deck, I swear to God. Then we have a few spicy one-of cards in the deck. We have one Craniumon with blocker, so he's a big 13K blocker, 12K blocker. All our blockers can't be deleted by card effects, including himself. So he can protect like our guys with the Wisemon under him and himself.
Oh, okay. That's pretty good.
We play one Piedmon as just a way to deal with wide-ass small guys. He has on play, kill 4 unsuspended level 4 or lowers.
Okay.
So if they just go level 3, level 3, level 3, level 3 pass, you play him and kill their whole board.
Okay.
Also, you can like play him from under another guy and get his effect. He's pretty good. On your own turn, if a guy is deleted, you draw a card too. So he's just like... He kills a guy, comes in and draws a card, and then over time he just keeps drawing new cards. We have this card, Beelstarmon. So it costs 1 less for every 7-drop option card in your trash. And on play, you can add a 7-drop option from your trash to your hand and instantly play a 7-drop option from your hand without paying its cost.
Oh, that's pretty stupid.
So this can recycle some pretty important cards I can show you later in the deck profile. And now we're going to move on to the level 7s. We have Darkness Bagramon. This guy is super, super spicy. Super, super spicy. Makes the deck super better, I feel. So he has on play or when digivolving that you can kill any Digimon on the board. Then place up to 5 guys with Bagra Army and their traits from your trash as his bottom sources. So he can put other copies of himself underneath of himself or the Bagramons from before, which are these guys right here. And then with the effects we have later into the deck, I could show you, you could put these under him when he evolves and play them back out to the board and get their on-play effects.
Okay.
Also, this guy evolves from a purple level 6 or a black level 5, so you can just put him right on top of Wisemon.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Which is also kind of nice. Just level 5 straight to level 7.
That's wild. Yeah.
Another guy we play, Omnimon Zwart Defeat. We play a lot of recovery in the deck, so we put a lot of our cards into our life. This guy plays himself for free out of your life.
Well, when like you get hit.
He says security played this card without battling and without paying its cost.
Yeah, so when it gets hit out of security, it just plays itself.
Plays itself for free. And he has an on deletion effect to delete one of your guys back. If we digivolve into him, we delete one of your tamers. The last card we play is Susanomon because it helps bridge just like the other colors together. He has evolved for 7 from any level 6 in the game.
Okay, and he's white?
He is a white color guy. He has when digivolving kill a guy, and he has security attack +2, so he always does 3 damage.
Okay, that's pretty strong.
Pretty strong, right?
Yep.
And the last spiciest cards of the deck are 3 Kaiser Nail and 3 Tidal Wave. So what these do, this chooses a source in one of your Digimon and plays it to the board as a separate Digimon. This chooses 2 Digivolution cards under your Digimon and plays it to the board as Digimon. So with all the effects that place guys under each other, like this Darkness Bagramon, when he places other copies of himself underneath of himself, you could hit these cards and play those guys back out to the board.
And from security, you just get their main effect, so they hit you. Yeah, so the reason why I brought up this deck is because I was walking around the room, and then I heard, man, if this card in my security is Tidal Wave, you're super screwed. And his opponent swung on him, and the card was Tidal Wave, and then I saw him play.
I played this and a Bagramon out from underneath of a second Darkness Bagramon.
Yep, man, the second Darkness. And I said, oh, so you just played 3
we
dudes
had
for
this.
free.
Yeah.
And then the dude's board went away, and it got real sad.
It was kind of crazy.
And then he proceeded to heal up like a little bit. Didn't you? Was it that game you won because the guy had no cards in his deck?
Yeah.
Yeah, man. It's kind of crazy.
Yeah, sometimes we have to win by deck out. It's kind of wild. Just like the back and forth of like evolve and kill your guy, and they hit me a little bit. I got to control the board and heal up. Sometimes they happen.
So I'm gonna have James show us one of the crazy bonker combos he was talking about. Show us.
So one of like the absolutely most bonkers things I think the deck can do is you need to have a Bagramon or Darkness Bagramon in the trash, and somehow we can play this Lucamon. There is a way the deck can free play this when attacking with a different card. That's not that important. You want to evolve this Lucamon to Chaos Mode, to Beelstarmon, to Darkness Bagramon throughout the game at some point. And you're doing things while you're doing this. Like, you play this Lucamon Recover, you kill a guy, and you evolve up to this, you kill another guy, and you tuck this from the trash underneath of him. It's not like we're just doing nothing.
Okay.
Right? And we can play this Tidal Wave from our hand. This will let us choose up to 2 Digimon and the Digivolution cards of our guy and play them to the board. We're going to choose Beelstarmon, play it to the board. We're going to choose Bagramon and play it to the board. Now we have 2 on-play effects that are going to happen. This Bagramon, if they have 2 guys in play, he would let us tuck one guy under another guy. But if they only had 1 guy in play, we look at their hand and discard a card. This Beelstarmon can activate. It's going to add a 7-drop option from the trash to our hand, and then free play a 7-drop option from our hand. So now we get the Tidal Wave effect again, and we can play the Chaos Mode out from underneath of it and the Lucamon to the board. This will let us kill a guy and recover one. And now we're 5 guys wide.
All right, James. Thank you for doing this deck profile for me.
Oh, dude. You have no idea how hype I am to be here. There's so much hype shit you could do. This Kaiser Nail Tidal Wave is so fucking crazy. When you get the Lucamon and the Chaos Mode into something else, there's some absolutely bonkers things this deck can do. Boys, read the cards. Look at what it does. I promise you there's things in here you would not believe are capable of happening.
All right, have a good one, everybody. And it's VG Time signing out.